Okay, this is the life coach guy, life coach. I want to talk about management, just management of people in business. So this occurred to me just a little while ago. Well, actually, a couple of weeks ago. So I've had a bunch of people that have worked for me that said that I'm the best boss they ever had. Well, to me, that always came across as, just people blowing smoke up behind or whatever. But then I realized there's some things that I do that make it better. I teach people, I mentor people, I give them the freedom to grow, and then I start realizing those kind of things are stuff that they're not used to, and they start to become better employees, they reach their potential, they build self-confidence, they go on to do bigger and better things. So in a sense, that does make me probably a better boss. I wouldn't say a great boss, but it's maybe a great manager, whatever. But then I started thinking deeply, and I said, there's probably something that could be given to some manager and said will make them a great manager. And I started thinking, why not run a department or whatever group you're managing as if it was a business, and that you were the owner and you were running your department like you own that department, meaning own it as a business. And I thought if you treated it that way, you probably have all the qualities that a good owner really does, and you make it successful. You're vested in the people that work for you, you're vested in your department, and at that point you push to get things done the right way. You push to get things done at a high level. You push the people to do that because you're treating it like it's a business. Because I think a lot of times people they treat it as something separate. Like the business does its thing, I do my thing, and I get a paycheck for it. Versus I got a vested interest in how well the company does, because at some point that should reflect on me. And if it doesn't, if the company, you're doing great work and you're producing great results, and it doesn't come back to you, it's probably time to move to another company and someplace where they'll value and appreciate your efforts and your results and what you bring to the table. So a simple thing is treat it like a business. Treat your department like a business and run it that way. The other employees, other associates, or customers. So if you get your employees or reports or whatever you want to call them, teammates, in that mind and mode set, in that mode, then they'll start looking for things to make improvements, because they'll see them not as teammates or employees, but actually customers, that they have to meet some kind of criteria, some kind of standard, some kind of quality. Because if you're running a business, if you're making cars or something, you can't make garbage cars, because on the other end, a customer is going to be buying that car. And at some point, if your quality is poor, they don't come back. And I think the same thing, even though you're under the same building, if people know that you're putting a great effort, great service, quality, whatever you're doing for the other departments, they're more likely to work with you, but they're also more likely to do things to help you guys out when you need it in a pinch. So my thing is that as managers, run your department as if you owned it. Run your department as if it was a business. Get your employees or teammates or associates in that mindset that everybody that's working there is a customer to your department. Or there may be suppliers and vendors, and you treat them as such, suppliers and vendors. Doesn't mean you have to bash them or nothing, because you're all in the same company, but run it as a business. Because if you convey that somebody's not getting you something, and you can't perform your service, your process, your task, because you're not getting provided the right documents or whatever, run it as a business. You would call your vendor up and say, hey, I need this done so I can get this done. You may not be as harsh as you would with an external vendor, but you still need to convey that. So you be, as everybody overuses, like holding them accountable. I'm gonna redo this one.